Hi, we're Steve and Sarah Pandolfi from New York City, New York, and we've traveled to Italy for pleasure, and when we heard about this event, we felt that we couldn't miss it, because coming from New York, we tend to visit a lot of these events where we get to meet the winemaker and taste his wine, which is so important that you put a face behind the wine, for us anyway. And when we heard about this event, we couldn't pass it up. In the heart of Florence, in this beautiful venue, there's nothing more to say. I mean, it's just a great time. I am Italian, so my passion for Italian wines comes from my roots, and I think it's some of the finest wines in the world.
Absolutely. When people say, as far as food, let's say, when you cook with love, you cook with passion. The winemakers in Italy, they create their wines with passion, with such love, and we see that when we visit the different wineries, when we meet with the different winemakers. It really is. It's a beautiful experience.
It really is.
It's very inspiring.
Okay, my name is George Tita. I am a professor in California, but I also import wine from France and Italy into California. An event like this where you pull together so many different people who have different levels of knowledge. You know, some of the people that are attending have low knowledge of wine, some are expert. I think I fall somewhere in between, and I get to learn a lot from the experts, and it's fun to see people become excited about wine who may not know a whole lot about it. You know, as an importer, the most important thing to me are the producers, and interacting with the producers and getting to know them and their philosophies about the wine. And so today I've had a chance to speak with a lot of the producers and find out about their practices in the vineyard, their practices in the cellar, you know, what they think about particular vintages, and then to try their wines and to have them explain, I just think is absolutely vital to understanding the wine. It's not just, oh, this is a Merlot, oh, this is a Cabernet, oh, this is Sangiovese. The wine is really the result of all the hard work that goes into the vineyard. So, you know, I truly believe that wine is created in the vineyard, not in the cellar. So I'm always interested to hear from winemakers what they do in the vineyard to make sure that the product that they will have in the bottle to the consumer is actually, you know, the best that they can do, and consistent, and an expression of what they really want to do.
Hi, I'm Tom.
I'm Carrie.
We're here on our honeymoon
from Australia to enjoy some of the beautiful Italian wines at this lovely festival that you have, and we've been through the beautiful vineyards and the wineries and the winemakers, enjoying their wines, talking to them.
I've never found a bad Italian red. They just go so well with food, and so it's like, for me, it's like, how could you not like Italian wine? It's like not liking life. It's food and
magnifico.
Wine. Food and wine, it's so good together. And the Italian wine is so easy to drink with food. It was a pleasure for us today to meet the producers. I've been drinking their wine for a while in the U.S. and then in Australia. And now we're here in Italy, and I got to meet them in person. And we're going to, from here, we're going to travel through Tuscany, and now they invite us to come and visit them in the vineyard. And we're really looking forward to that, and seeing them.
Eating their food, their wine, and sharing the experiences that they have day to day.
Hi, my name is Patricia Shapiro, and I came from Los Angeles here to Florence because I'm really passionate about wines. I study wines. And I discovered this very young from my dad. I'm South American, and we began to drink wine since Italian, little wine, in tables. And I really like more European wine, especially Italian and French, for many, many reasons. One is because how the producers do in Italy the wine make me really to grab my attention because you will never know what is inside the glass. In other countries, you already know what is inside the glass, and that gets bothering for me. When you really don't know what you expect inside, that make that curious to know more. It's like, for me, like an art or people. When you have somebody that you already know everything, you get bored. But when you don't know too much about the person and it's interesting to talk with that person, it's like I interpret the wine for me, like I can talk with the glass and what things the wine could tell me every time that I smell it, every time that I sip, is very passionate for me.